Hey guys, it's me, Bernicia. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I gave you an update on what's been going on, but I am here now and hopefully I can give you my complete labor and delivery story in a moment's time. I do have the baby here with me and she is sleeping. I don't know how long she's going to be asleep, so let me get straight into the video. Yes, I had a girl. If you've been keeping up with my vlog, my pregnancy vlog, you know that I did not know what the sex of the baby was, but now we know that she is a girl. We had Eris Jaylene on November 19th, Thursday, November 19th, actually. I was exactly 39 weeks pregnant, and I was scheduled due 11/26, which is the following week, and thank God she came earlier. I believe that we naturally induced my labor, and that is going to be another video, so be sure to look out for the link of that video below. You surely will want to see it because it's going to be interesting. But let me tell you about what happened during my labor. Honestly, it's a quick story. Everything happened very fast, but yet and still it's something to hear about. So I want to firstly apologize that I don't have any footage of the video. Footage of the delivery or the laboring or anything, because it just moved. Everything moved quite quickly. So the morning of, which was the 19th of November, at 4 in the morning, I started having contractions. I did not know they were contractions. I thought they were Braxton Hicks, and my stomach was just hurting. Later, I found out that Braxton Hicks felt like something else. They did not feel like, I was completely confused about what was going on. I just felt like the baby kept tightening my stomach. So at 4 o'clock, I started having Braxton Hicks, and then they were very light. I could kind of sleep through them, but I couldn't at the same time. So my husband left around 5 in the morning, and they started to get a little worse. I could not go back to sleep. I tried to. So I Facebooked my friend who recently had her baby girl, Kennedy, hey Niecy, who said that I was in labor, and I was like, dude, I'm not in labor. Or if this is labor, okay, I can handle this. So I'm in the bathroom on the toilet laboring, I think, at that time. And I was like, okay, well, I've watched plenty of YouTube videos. I know exactly what to do. Let me go ahead and get in the shower. And let me, heat it up a little bit to make sure that the contractions come on. And then I'm going to take a nap. because I know that I was going to be tired. I was told to take a nap. So, or try to, or rest. So I got in the tub, and after I took my hot shower, the contractions started coming 10 billion times stronger. No joke. From 4, this is around 7 o'clock now. We're talking about 7:30 in the morning, okay? Contractions hit hard, and I was like, whoa, what is this, dude? Totally did not feel like period pain. I don't know. Everybody experienced things differently, but I did not feel like it was period pain. Okay, it felt... Let me tell you what a contraction feels like and looks like. It looks like your stomach tightening and moving while it's tightening. So it just, your uterus tightens up, like it contracts. It contracts into a ball, and it hurt, and your whole bottom half hurt. Your stomach will move. You will see your stomach move when you're having contractions. I did not know that. That's something that was never in any of my YouTube videos that I've seen. So after the contractions started coming stronger, I eventually called my husband and was like, dude, I can't take a nap. Please, I'm sorry, come home. I lied. I can't handle it. We need to, I just need you here. We don't need to go to the hospital. I just need you here. I want to labor at home. So he came home in less than 30 minutes, and he just looking at me like, you're crazy. Because I know he wanted to go to the hospital. So eventually, not even an hour later, the contractions got way worse. And my contractions were coming back to back ever since 4 o'clock. So when people say they get 8-minute breaks, 10-minute breaks, I didn't get that. I didn't get any breaks. My contractions were coming every 2, 3, 1 minute. The longest break I've had was 3 minutes. Not lying. So the baby was ready. Okay. So we call the hospital and they're like, okay, bring her in. They bring me in. They check my cervix. They insert their finger in my cervix, open me up and see how far apart I am. And come to find out I was 4 centimeters dilated. How the hell did I get 4 centimeters dilated? I don't know, but I'm sure it has everything to do with my natural enhancement. Anyway, I was 4 centimeters dilated, and by that time the contractions were a ton times worse. Okay, they were really bad. The contractions were bad. It was nothing to joke around with, honestly. And I didn't have a break, so I tried to cry, but I couldn't cry because the contractions were so bad. It wouldn't allow me to like shed a tear. Like I'd be like, I wanted to cry, but I'd be like, I can't cry now. It was really bad. It was really bad. So they moved me into the labor and delivery room, and then they checked me again 2 hours later around 2 o'clock. And they were like, oh, you're going to have your baby today. I was a bit surprised because I didn't know when you get 4 centimeters dilated, you are in active labor. Yes. So you get 4 centimeters, you're staying in the hospital, boo. That's for real. And your contractions are coming back to back, of course. So 2 o'clock, they checked me. I was 5 centimeters dilated. No pills, no drugs. I tried my hardest not to get the IV, but they forced the IV on me. I fought until I couldn't fight anymore. They said that my baby's heart rate was dropping with each contraction, and that they needed to monitor the baby's heart rate better just in case they need to give me drugs or whatever. Oh, hydrate me, because apparently I wasn't hydrated enough, which is interesting because I drank plenty of water. So if you are going through contractions, be sure to drink as much water as you can while you're going through contractions. It's very hard to do, knowing that in the morning I started my contractions. I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink. I was just laboring. So they hooked me up to the IV. They jacked up this arm. They couldn't find a vein, so they tried the left arm. They got in touch with the left arm, and then the baby heart rate was still dropping. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to argue about this. I am going to be calm. I'm concerned about my baby right now. Let me go ahead and get this labor situation handled so the baby can come out. I'm thinking the baby's going to come at midnight. Just when the contractions got even worse, I was like, you know what? F it. I'm going to get an epidural. I got to do an epidural. I'm not feeling it. I was in pain, y'all. I'm not lying. I was in pain for how many hours? From 4 to 4. For 12 hours. By this time, it was about 3 o'clock. No, 4 o'clock. 4 exactly. And I was about to get the epidural, 4 p.m. And the lady came in, and it felt like I had to push. But before that, they gave me a drug through my IV. But it wasn't, they were like, if you're having medium pain, this is what that drug is for. I was like, maybe it'll knock the edge off a little bit. Maybe I can get a little break. No, they gave me that little baby bitty drug, whatever it was. It was like Tylenol, okay? It did absolutely nothing. If anything, I swear it brought on the baby, because while they were administering it into my arm through my IV, I felt like I needed to push, and I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't want to say anything because they say you feel pressure down there. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be a drama queen. Nothing's going on. The baby's just coming out, but it's not coming out. So they gave me the drug. Not even an hour later, I was like, I want to do the epidural, but I feel a whole lot of pressure down there. Like the baby's about to come out. And they were like, okay, we need to check her again. So they checked me around 4 o'clock. And I was exactly 9 centimeters dilated. The baby was ready to come. I was ready to push. So they couldn't give me any other drugs. And they were like, okay, well, you need to push. My water hadn't broken at that time. However, my mucus plug had removed itself probably an hour before 4, so around 3 o'clock, maybe around 2. It was sticky, it was discharged looking, but it was more gooey-ish feeling. You'll Google it, Google mucus plug and you'll see what I'm talking about. It looked exactly like that. And it didn't get on me, it got into the paper that I was sitting on at the hospital bed. So at 4 at 4 something I pushed. The doctor was not there. So I was already pushing, literally already pushing by myself, but I was trying to hold it in and push at the same time. When the contraction hit, there was no way I could hold it in, but I tried to keep it a secret as much as possible because I didn't want to be dramatic. But it got to a point where I was like, hey, this baby coming out, y'all need to go ahead and handle it. Get the baby out of me now. You know what I mean? So the nurse was like, we need you to push your next contraction. So I started to push and I could feel the baby coming out. And they were like, okay, the baby's, my water broke. I pushed, my water broke, and they were like, she needs to get this baby out now. The baby had pooped, so the baby was about to be born in meconium, where the baby was born in meconium. They put my legs up. They let me push. I did not position myself the way I wanted it to. I just propped my legs up. They brought in the doctor that's on hand. The doctor that was supposed to deliver my baby could not come because she was delivering another baby and was going to be another 20 minutes. So this awesome guy came in and he was like, okay, I need you to push. Okay, you're going to tear. Okay, I'm going to put my fingers in. I need you to give me the biggest poop push ever. Like, you're taking up shit. And I was like, I can take a shit. Like, in my mind, I was like, I know how to take a shit. So I pushed as hard as I possibly can. And after about 4 pushes, the baby was out. And so was the rain. The baby was out and my little bitty baby Eris was born. She could not wait to get here. At 4:49, I had a 6-pound, 5-ounce baby girl, 19.3 inches long. And she's very healthy. She had a tidbit of jaundice. They said that it would, leave her body after some time. She's perfectly healthy, other than she's laying here asleep right now. What else? The nurses were great. The doctors were great. You know what? I went in with a little bit of expectation, but I didn't want to, have a long list of what I wanted done. I was just like, I wanted to be as natural as possible, and it was as natural as it possibly could have been at that time. And I really had a smooth labor and delivery and a 2-night stay at the hospital. I did tear a little bit. I had like these mini tears, they didn't give me a degree on it, but I did have like these little bitty mini tears. They stitched me up. They numbed me up, then they stitched me up, and then the baby pooped again while she was over there getting cleaned up. They suctioned out her nose and her mouth to make sure that the meconium didn't get in completely into her system. And then they put the baby on my chest. I had all the skin to skin that I wanted. I got skin to skin for it. Skin to skin. I got skin to skin for an hour. And it was exactly what I wanted. And you guys, my husband was absolutely amazing. He did everything he absolutely could have to soothe me. There would be times where he would leave the room to go handle something, maybe get me some water or some ice or something to eat. And I would hate him for that. But other than that, I don't know if I could have done it without him, honestly. I could have done it, of course, but it just felt so much better to have him there with me, supporting me. It just, I'm grateful. Let's just say that. And he was very excited to see our daughter too. He wanted a girl and he got a girl, and we were surprised. We thought we were going to have a boy. But we should have known that we were going to have a girl, since girls are the firstborn in all sides of our family. Okay. Well, my mom, my dad, his mom and his dad Well, his mom didn't have a girl first. She had a boy first. But his dad had a girl first. His uncle had a girl first. My dad had a girl first. Blah, 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 blah. Based on the aesthetics, a girl should have been born first. And obviously, we didn't consider that. So we had our 2-night stay. We didn't have to have a 2-night stay. But I was like, you know what? Since she was born in Meconium, let's just stay here. Have the doctors continuously check on her. Make sure she's absolutely fine before we go home. And then something, goes haywire. So that's what we did. We stayed there. The food was great to me. It was hospital food, but it was still good. And we had our baby at Scripps Mercy in San Diego, Hillcrest, San Diego. And the entire staff was absolutely amazing, especially the nursing staff. Oh my God, you guys were great. If any of you guys ever see this video, you guys were amazing. We cannot stress that enough. You were just absolutely amazing with us. You were patient. You were kind with our baby. You were very informative. You were very giving. You were very willing, and we really appreciate it. It could not have been any better. I wouldn't have wanted it to. It was just right,